I've got my line drawings. I've chosen my favorite design here and cutting it out with some scissors. Once I've got the outline cut out, I'm going to draw that outline on my small piece of lino and cut the lino piece out on here. It is a little bit tough, but perfectly doable with a pair of scissors. Do try to get a little bit of detail in the outline. Once I've got this, I'm going to print this in a colour on my watercolour backgrounds. The first one I've chosen a colour that's a little bit like the colour of the artichoke, the green on there. Then I'm going to do a second one, completely different colour background. I'm experimenting with blue on here, and I'm going to print those in slightly different patterns. I've got a bit closer together, tails meeting, and then head meetings. When I go off the page, I'm just going on a sheet of paper to make sure my table is not all inked up. Once I've done this, I'm going to trace my design onto my sheet of lino as accurately as possible. With either biro pen, or you can use carbon paper to trace this as well. Once it's traced with a gouge, you can start carving the areas on here. So hold your gouge as horizontal as possible, so you've got a good control of your tools on here to get as much detail and as much accuracy of line as you can. And so just keep carving. Some lines, I would like you to vary the lines. Some lines might be a little bit thicker, some lines a little bit thinner. That will add interest to your carving. Once your piece is carved completely, just getting some of the highlights on there. Remember, the areas that you carve out will be printed white. The rest will be printed black, or whichever colour you choose to print in. So just adding a little bit of detail on there, so it's ready to print. So to print, I'm pressing a little bit of ink into my tray, rolling my ink thin, then rolling it not too thickly on there. Make sure your ink is rolled out thinly so you don't have too much ink on your plate, and repeat to cover the pattern on there. So here I think it might be a little bit dark on the dark blue, but that's what can happen with experimentation. So I'm going to press hard here. I'm pressing with a spoon. You can use another roller or just your hands. It's up to you on there. Once you've completed the whole repeat pattern, just continue the experiment on your second sheet. So this one stands out a bit better. I think that is going to be my favourite print until you've printed the whole repeat pattern. And that's it.